This is how I like to wake up, I must say. We've reached $73,000 for Bitcoin and almost $2,300 for Ethereum. That looks very good. Trump has naturally done something again. Peace is currently on the table between the US, Israel, and Iran, and that has naturally spread like wildfire and had a very positive impact on the financial markets. In this video today, we're going to take a very close look at what the next price targets for Bitcoin are. I've been talking about rising prices toward $80,000 for weeks now. Is that realistic now, or will the newly opened CME gaps possibly prevent us from reaching these, well, let's say positively set price targets? I'd say we jump right in and waste no time. And with that, hello and a very warm welcome to a new video here on my channel. It's me, Max, giving you an important update today on the current situation in the crypto market. Yes, my dear friends, Bitcoin has exploded here. We pumped straight up from $67,800 up to $73,000, so we've seen a very strong increase in the last 24 hours. We've risen almost 8% straight ahead, and Ethereum was also able to benefit significantly. If we just go from the bottom to the top, we've even managed 10.45% here, and that is of course very bullish news. We still have open CME gaps as well. We'll get into that in a moment, and especially what caused this Trump pump, so to speak. So in that spirit, I'd say go right below this video and feel free to give this video a thumbs up. That would really support me a lot, because only through your thumbs up can this channel grow. If you want to support me big time, then feel free to leave a comment for the algorithm or just share your opinion on the current situation. So what do we have? We have a strong pump. We've seen that by now, yes. But what exactly caused this pump now, friends? So Trump set an ultimatum yesterday, or actually a few days ago, for Tuesday 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday 2 a.m. German time. And it was said that if Iran doesn't open the Strait of Hormuz, then there'll be a big bang and the whole civilization and whatever else will be wiped out. I guess many of you have heard about it. If needed, I've also linked Trump's posts, which I'm quoting right now, in my Telegram group. And yes, then suddenly the post came, a big day for world peace. Yes, so today is a big day for world peace, and Iran wants it. They've had enough. And at the end of the day, I don't want to get too deep into it. Trump said at the end of the day that a 2-week ceasefire is being established accordingly. That means there's basically a ceasefire for 2 weeks right now. Whether that's 1000% confirmed now, or if it's still tied to conditions, I can't say for sure right now. That remains to be seen, of course, because things have been said by Trump before. Yes, we're already in negotiations, and then that wasn't the case. And Iran said, no, hey, wait a minute, that's not true at all, and then it just continued. But here, according to Trump's posts on his network Truth Social, it's written here that this will be a mutual ceasefire. Yes, so in the end, it's about this being a mutual ceasefire for 2 weeks. Yeah, so it says here, just to touch on that briefly, after talks with Prime Minister so-and-so, and it occurs to me I can't pronounce the names right now, in which they asked me to hold back today's planned destructive force against Iran, and on the condition that the Islamic Republic of Iran agrees to the full, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz, I agree to suspend the bombings and attacks on Iran for 2 weeks. This will be a bilateral ceasefire. And that is, of course, something completely different from total destruction, which was actually still the current plan, which is why the market stayed relatively low, because, of course, this fear of that happening was already priced into the market, because only surprising news then naturally has a very strong bullish effect, like what was then, accordingly, a piece of surprising news. And through all this back and forth, and through what was ultimately a positive outcome, which I also think is good, a ceasefire is, I'd say, always good, the market managed to develop relatively far and well upwards, and with that, Bitcoin has now reached $73,000. And I'm very happy about all of this because I've been positioned long for quite some time now. In the meantime, I've already taken the first $400 in profits out of my trade. I'm still $410 in profit. That means I've taken 50% of the profits, set my stop loss to the entry price, and I'm now just waiting for my take profit to be reached here. Also, speaking of take profit, you can see where my take profit is, yeah, relatively high up. And that's also exactly what I've been telling you for the last few weeks now. So if you go to my channel, yeah, and follow my videos regularly, then one thing will become apparent very quickly. All my recent videos had this thumbnail here, which also said bear trap, where I wrote to you, don't let them fool you. Even 12 days ago, yeah, I wrote a please don't let the market fool you. We're going to have a bear trap. And they saw, this iPhone more alpha bis handicent. Yeah, that happens quite frequently in the market. I've been in the market for a very long time, so I can actually estimate such scenarios relatively well. Of course, I'm not always 100% right either, but it was so obvious that this would happen. And that's exactly why I told you, don't let them fool you, it's going to be a bear trap. And specifically, what is the bear trap supposed to be? This downward breakout, I smelled right away that this would just be a fake out. That means the market broke out to the downside, but at the end of the day, the whole thing was just a bear trap, and now the market is back higher than before the bear trap, or exactly at the level from where we made the bear trap. I'm still assuming that we'll get more bullish momentum into the market. Today from 14 o'clock, I'll of course be live again for the market opening. That means we'll also be looking at the US market opening today, of course. That will be very, very, very interesting for us, and the market has definitely reacted very positively here, and that was already a few days ago. And that's exactly why I told you, don't let them fool you. I was positioned long from the very beginning. I actually even wanted to increase my position. That's why we set some orders in the stream yesterday. Yeah, unfortunately, they were just barely not picked up. We saw that we came down a bit more yesterday, but unfortunately couldn't pick up this order. Otherwise, the position would have been twice as large. Well, in the end, I'm glad I was even in this trade at all. I gave that to you as a signal in my free Telegram group a few weeks ago. And this looks, as it currently seems, very, very good for now. Yeah, and there you see it. That was exactly the bear trap. The market looks short-ish, waiting for everyone to place short positions because supposedly the market wants to go down. But well, no such luck, the market's going up, and I've been warning you about that for the last few weeks. And thanks again to all those who trusted me. Believe me, in recent weeks, you can check for yourselves. There was unfortunately a lot of hate for me under these videos because everyone said, no, you're talking crap, the market's going to break down further, you have no idea. Well, at the end of the day, we actually saw the long announced bear trap as well. And exactly what I said ended up happening. And not only did it happen, but I also traded it profitably and of course showed you that early on. And I hope some of you were able to benefit from this strong bullish move, not just in your portfolio, but also through trades. If we take a close look at it, the pump obviously looks very good at first glance. If we zoom out a bit now into the 4-hour time frame, we see exactly this falling wedge that I already showed you a few days ago, which is now breaking out to the upside. And that's the scenario I mentioned, that a rising wedge usually always breaks out to the upside here. And the price target of a rising wedge is always the top of the wedge, and the top of the wedge is around $75,000 here. That means I personally assume we'll hit the $75,000 mark soon, and that could definitely happen today. Certainly, a pump like this won't go without a counter correction, that's quite clear. But in my opinion, you shouldn't go in with the mentality of saying, well, it's gone up now, so I'm going short. In my view, it makes no sense at all to approach the market that way. Yes, surely another short trade will come along soon, especially since we've risen now. You can obviously trade the correction very easily, but for me personally, that would be too early. I'd say up here in this area, depending on how the market reacts, we can talk about whether to start a short position. But basically, the price direction is very clear to me. It's going to go up, unless Iran comes along now and says, no, we're not doing a ceasefire, it's continuing. Then, of course, this pump that occurred here would be sold off again relatively quickly within a day or two. Then we'd be at $68,000. Let's hope that doesn't happen for now. If everything stays as it is, the market will continue to develop upwards here step by step. And I already see price targets of $74,000, $75,000 this evening. That means I personally believe we'll see a very, very bullish day today as well. Ethereum, of course, was also very, very happy about this pump. We've finally broken out to the upside here as well. Similar scenario here as with Bitcoin. The price target for Ethereum up here is then $2,350 or $2,400. That would be a price target for Ethereum that I'd be aiming for, and then we'll have to see accordingly how the market reacts here. Whether we get a brief counter correction or break out further to the upside right away. Also, the long-awaited price target for Bitcoin is also more of an upside breakout for me towards $78,000, $79,000, as I've been explaining here for weeks that this is my target. But no, I'm not switching completely into bullish mode here, where I'd say it's only bullish from now on. Instead, I'm still being cautious and waiting patiently to see what happens up here in this area. So for me, it's relatively clear that we're now on our way to testing this area. That means I definitely expect the next few days until the end of the week to be, well, very bullish days. A very bullish week is quite likely. We'll probably see a green weekly candle, and I think it'll get quite interesting up here to see if the market then makes a move to the short side. If we enter a short move again from up there, then it's likely that we'll break the $60,000 mark with the next move. As of now, that's not certain yet. While that's my primary scenario for what will happen, I obviously have the luxury of being able to stay flexible in the market. That's why I'm saying I'll wait and see until Bitcoin has reached the price targets of $78,000 or $79,000. As long as that's the case, I'm bullish and I won't be shorting yet. And depending on how the market reacts up here, you can enter relatively safe short positions. But I'll also show you that in my streams. Why could the market, for example, go down now? That could be because, and it might have to do with the fact that we still have two open CME gaps here. CME gaps have a very high probability, over 80%, of being closed within the first 24 to 48 hours. And of course, that can happen here too. Yes, we also have an open CME gap down here. We tested this one yesterday, but unfortunately it didn't fill. That's why my order was sitting down here at the CME gap fill, which unfortunately didn't happen. My trade would have been twice as large then. Well, in the end, I still took several $100s in profit here, and now the market has obviously exploded upward. And now we've also opened a new CME gap here, which could be a sign that we might come back down soon to fill this CME gap, because I don't believe that Bitcoin will be completely bullish in the long term just yet. I simply think we're getting a bullish phase here and we'll move up. And we'll test this CME gap once, the second largest CME gap ever, which we opened at the beginning of February or end of January. I don't think we're going to start filling this CME gap. I think it's more likely we'll go up there and then, well, maybe a little bit into it towards $78,000 and then correct from there. That would be my primary scenario here, so that Bitcoin simply remains in this consolidation. Right now, I don't see any reason why Bitcoin should break out of this large consolidation we've been in since, well, the end of January. Therefore, my primary assumption is that Bitcoin will test the CME gap above us, meaning Bitcoin goes to $78,000 and most likely corrects from there. But please don't hold me to that. I'll wait and see how the market reacts at the top first. And if the market completely breaks through, of course, I won't be shorting or selling my portfolio. That much is clear. That means you'll always see what I'm doing quite transparently on my YouTube channel. Right now, I'm definitely long, as I have been for the past few weeks, and I'm making my profits with it. If you sign up for LEVEX using the first link in the video description, you can also follow my trades, my signals, and my entries and exits live. That means you just have to sign up for free via the first link without KYC and can then follow all my moves in the market here accordingly. On that note, friends, I'd say please don't forget to scroll down below this video and hit that thumbs up button. That would really support me a ton. Feel free to leave a comment for the algo too. Then I'd say I'll see you tomorrow, and ciao.